Alright, hello. So I'll be talking about my injury, like more details or so. Yeah, so right here, this is the MRI scan, but I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about, how it started, the beginning of it. I actually took photo of it, so it's in my Google Photos, which I'll show. So October 15th was the day I got the injury. I was just resting here. Everything looks normal here. And the 16th, I went to play again because I was feeling okay, so I went for it again. Yeah, it's not showing too much information right here. And right here on the 22nd, I got the actual injury. The first and second time it was okay. I was able to, move around. But this time was more serious. So I got off the field early. This was the 22nd. And this guy right over here, people who've been playing, they advised me how to, the treatment I should do. So in the video, I do have a clip that I got injured. I'll make sure to find it. I was kicked here, so I'm gonna assume that at the time I assumed that this is the place I got injured. Although I don't see any marks on there, and even so, right now I don't see anything. So what they say is, once I got injured, I should put on like an medicine. I'll show you in 1 second. I should, massage it. Well, first I should ice it. Then massage with the oil that they recommend me to use. Then also, soak my feet with hot water every day for like 10 to 15 minutes, which I did the next couple of days. Alright, so this is the oil that they recommended. I've seen this before, but I never use it. There's actually two variations. This is one of them. This is the foreign one, and right here, this is the mainland one, which I bought it in China. Then I got better, the treatment. So I went to the field again. This was the 26th. And I took a couple of days of rest, and then I want to give it a try, which I did on the 26th. But not too long afterwards, I got, this wasn't a bad one, but I got hit. I didn't last too long. I got off, voluntarily myself off the field. Then right here, I have to ice, my ankle. What they say is, original. This is my ankle was injured here, but the blood flows will move to here, then in result to the bruise. That's what they say. I didn't go see the doctor. That's what I heard. So I just listened, and just I bought like a cup of ice, to ice the bruise that I have right here. So the 29th, I rest a few days again. I saw online about this, so I was moving around, and I decided to do this so I can be more comfortable moving around. So I wrapped this around with a sports, is it bandage? Sport something, I don't know what's it called, forgot. Basically, it's to tighten my ankle. So this was the 29th. The way I did it isn't right, now that I notice. And then I didn't notice at all. Yeah, I didn't at that time. I didn't watch a YouTube tutorial. I just did it on top of my head, and that looks wrong. I mean, it should be fully covered, even the bottom of my foot right here. Yeah. So 29th, I wrapped my ankle like that. I went to the gym just to make sure, it was okay. So I decided to go to the gym. Everything was good. Didn't really have any problem. Wrapping that around made it better, but it wasn't fully healed. But I still went to, go and work out, especially my foot. The treadmill, a little bit of the Stepmaster, and the other one, you push your feet and go up, whatever that thing is. It was okay. So at that time, I decided to go to the field, but I didn't have the intention of playing. Because the gym I go to is actually on the way to the football field, and I have to pass by it regardless. So I went there, and I was planning on just watching it. That was my original plan. But they didn't have enough people. They just asked me if I could just stand at the goal, which I didn't mind. I'll just stand there. I'm not gonna play anyways. So when the game starts, I happened to receive the ball. The first one I was able to save. The second one I was unlucky. I got a direct hit on my legs. Then that's why I got the actual injury that made me stop, for like pretty much 2 months. So that day I didn't wrap it. It's even worse than the first time I wrapped my ankle, and this is what it looks like. Yeah. So this is the bruise that I have, and I was like I was swollen here, my ankle. But my other side, I didn't have any problems, so I was just, I wasn't sure what's going on. So that's the photo I have. So right here, I'm icing myself. There's ice. I iced my ankle again. I bought a crane, like a DoorDash in China. I wasn't able to walk smoothly. I was having difficulty, so I had to buy a crane to move around. I think it was that day or other day. I don't remember, but I think it could be before, but doesn't matter. There's a crane for me to walk around because it was unbearable to walk around, so I had to buy it. Else I can't do anything by myself. And I happened to saw one of my friends' IG story, and he had an injury too. So I went up and asked him about it. How is he doing? And then we end up talking. Then it seems like we have the same problem with our right ankle. So he shared with me some information, and do some exercise, and we were doing the same, physical therapy, if that makes sense. Physical therapy, treatment. But the only thing different is he's doing this foam roll, but it seems like it's helping. I don't have one, so I ended up buying one. And I was just doing what I can do at home, like physical therapy. So right here, there's one of the videos that I watch. So it's basically doing this. You put your foot right here, then you lean. So 2 sets. Every set is like 30 seconds. So that's what I did. And other stuff, but this is one of the videos I happened to take a screenshot of. So right here, I was trying to, do some treatment. So right here, I bought this online. This is better. Well, it's not better, but it's reusable. So I bought this strap for my ankle. It didn't really help much. Now that I realize, but it somehow helped a little bit at that time. So there's a ball. I'll watch online. It's supposed to help my ankle and prevent future injuries going on. So I did it with my right ankle and also my left. I want to prevent that from happening again. Also this thing, my leg exercise, and here's the crane. So right here, November 2nd was the day that I went to go see the hospital uh, to check out, my foot. And on the 4th, on that day, I wasn't able to get I was advised to get an MRI scan, which I did, but I wasn't able to do it on that day, so I had to schedule another day. So it's the 4th. So I was continuing using this oil. It was helping. Right here, I was at the MRI waiting room, I guess. Right here, I was outside of the hospital. I just took a picture of this. Well, so after the MRI, I got the report after 24 hours. So the report I got, my Chinese isn't good enough. So at that time, I used the translation from ChatGPT. Well, basically, I have 4 torn ligament. If that's how you pronounce it. I have 4 torn ligament on my right ankle. It seems like it's a minor issue, which I always thought it was a minor issue because I was able to walk, and I was thinking it was okay enough for me to play football, so it wasn't too serious, thankfully. So the MRI scan, and they gave me a QR code. They also, I also got a physical copy. So I'll show it real quick. I don't know what I'm looking at, although the doctor explained to me that time, but I don't remember right now. So I'll play it real quick. So I have no idea what I'm looking at. I mean, it's my ankle, but I don't know what's the thing I should be looking at. This is the second one. This is the third one. And this is the last one. Alright, so on the 5th, I went to go see the doctor. The doctor asked me if I have any. Do I know, I have high blood uric acid. That time I didn't even know what that is. So the doctor advised me, well, not advised. He tells me to go get my, do a blood sample, but that'll take another 24 hours. So I just went there to get my MRI thing and the blood test. Next day, I'll get my my report. Alright, so on the 6th, I went to the hospital. This is the physical copy they gave. It's pretty big. So right here, I got the medicine. So I have high uric acid. This was the medicine that was given. Right here, this is the report that I got on the the 5th. So right here, I have uric acid and the ASO. So these two are the ones that I should be concerned, because this is the range I should be at. But this is the result that I have right now at that time. So obviously my uric acid is quite high. So what I have is the gout. And in resulting to having gout, it could be a number of factors. So it could be the meat that I'm eating, like types of meat, soup, fruits, tofu. There's a lot of factors to it. And the ASO, I don't know too much about it. But the doctor didn't say anything. He just say I should be cautious of what I ate. So at that time, I just told my doctor what I was eating, which I'll show real quick on Google Photos. Alright, so right here, I'm on Google Photos. I'm just typing food, but it should very much generalize what I'm eating, you know, every day. So pretty much every day, well, at that time, I always have eggs every single day. Doesn't matter what. At that time, I was having 4 eggs per day. Then I will have chicken breast. So at that time, I was eating a lot of something like this. So this is just chicken breast. It's usually around 0.2 to 0.3 kg of chicken breast. It's very basic seasoning. So it's just salt, pepper, and honey. Sometimes I do just salt, pepper, and lime. Sometimes, I just try something different. But most of the time, just salt and pepper and honey. It's okay. The flavor is alright. Right here, this is tomatoes, 4 eggs, and some lettuce. It doesn't look that appealing because I didn't make it, looking at pretty, but it tastes good for me, and it's, I'm satisfied. I'm not asking for too much. I made the food anyway, so I'm not gonna care, how it looks. So then my mom, I told my mom about the information, so she helped me look into it. So these are the reasons why. So one of them was alcohol. I don't drink. Sugary drinks. I don't do that either. Staying late at night. I do. Fat or overweight. Could be a possibility. The other one, I don't know what that is. And the last one is I could be just like over exercising. That could be another possibility. Alright, so this medicine that is supposed to reduce my uric acid, I have to eat it for 30 days, so once per day. So on the 14th of December, I went to go do a checkup. That's what the doctor told me. After eating those pills, after 30 of them, I should go checked up. So which I did. So this is my ASO. So this one actually rised. What I said earlier, I didn't do, was saying I changed my consumption of eggs. At the time, the doctor didn't tell me anything. I asked, I told the doctor about what I was eating. They say he said that it has no effect. Like eating eggs or chicken breast has nothing to do with gout, but apparently he didn't tell me it could affect the ASO or something. So at that time, I was still continuing eating 4 eggs per day, per meal. But I had, most of the time I have 8 eggs per day, which is a lot. Yeah. But I did reduce my meat consumption, like chicken breast. So as you can see right here, my gout level changed. So it was previously 603 or something. At that time, the 14th is 461. So the range I should be at now is 202 to 417. Yeah. And this one, I'm 292. I should be at 0 to 200. So this is quite high. So I was prescribed another medicine from doctor. This one, I have to eat it for 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. There's 20 of them. I eat 3 times per day. Then I need to go get checked up. But I haven't done so. Today is the 9th of January. It's been 1 month. I didn't go check up because I feel like I don't have to, because they changed my diet, especially the eggs and especially the eggs. That's what I was told the problem. And chicken breast, I did change like type of meat I was eating. So I was wrong to eating the same stuffs repetitively. I should be having like some kind of like rotation. So I should be fine, but I do want to go get checked up when I'm back in the States, which I can understand, properly because Chinese isn't my first language and they speak too fast, and also the dialogue. They have like their native dialect with the accent. It's kind of hard to understand regular Chinese. If it's regular Chinese and they speak slowly, then I can understand, but they don't. So nothing I can do about it, but I'm fine. So something I'm gonna do when I go back to the States, I'm gonna get checked out. So I think that's pretty much it. This whole thing has been like, I'll say 2 months. Yeah, but as of right now, the current state of my body and how I feel. Today is the January 9th. I feel fine. I'm not completely healed yet, but I'm doing a lot better when it was in November, especially during November. That wasn't so good. I'm definitely doing a lot better. I learned my lesson. I should do like a rotation. I should do a rotation on my diet, even though what I ate wasn't wrong, but I just need to have a rotation, and also the eggs consumption. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much explains everything what happened. I don't think I missed anything, but yeah. So in conclusion, I just think that I just have the gout, resulting in having like pains around my body. That's why I couldn't play. I'm just gonna go over that. Yeah, because if I was torn, I felt fine in like 1 or 2 days. For my legs. That's why I went to not only once, twice to attempt to play again. So I think it's just a gout thing. But maybe I'll go ask the doctor one day, when I'm back to the US. If I can remember, I'll ask that. But yeah, that's really pretty much it. My overall, what's been going on the last 2 months. With the injury, it result that I couldn't play football for 2 months. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, thanks. Bye.